Alright, hello everyone and welcome. So this is going to be a tutorial for Ghost Recon Wildlands, where I'm going to be showing you how to quickly and efficiently pick up the skill points that you're going to need to upgrade your skill tree as quick as possible. And for when you reach the tier mode, you'll need these points to upgrade your weapons, which you can see here will give you additional damage, stability, rate of fire, and so forth. Now, there are still a lot of ways that you can upgrade the skill points in your tree, and if you already have your skill points, maybe you're working your way towards that higher tier level, or you're just simply trying to unlock all the benefits for your weapons. I am going to show you what I consider the fastest method that you can use to do so. As much research as I have done scouring the internet, I have not found any up-to-date videos that can show you the fastest method to do this, as to why I am creating this video. I did see there are a lot of old methods that were working a long time ago, but unfortunately have been patched. For example, where you could do missions back to back and get full points. Also where you could get to a specific bivouac and you could hit convoys. As long as you reset the bivouac continuously, you can back to back hit that same convoy. Unfortunately, these methods no longer work. The 4 types of points that you're going to need to increase your tier level, your skill tree, and your weapons for upgrades are food points, medicine, gasoline, and comms, as you can see here with the green labels above the skill tree. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get into it. So we're going to be traveling around and moving around a lot of area in the top left corner of the map. The specific reason for this is to avoid the SAM launchers, which are strategically located all over the map, with the exception of this northwest region here on the map. We are going to be utilizing helicopters, and we're going to be moving around, knocking out convoys as quickly and efficiently as possible. And using this method also, we are going to avoid being jammed by any camps that we're going to possibly land next to that have jammers. Now, you are specifically going to need 3 things in order for this method to work. First, if you have done some missions and you've been in the game a bit, you are going to need to have your drone unlocked, and I would recommend at least being at 50% on the drone use, and also the EMP ability. Second, you're going to need the rebel support, and you're going to need to have unlocked spotting. Lastly, we're going to be utilizing helicopters. Now, you don't technically have to unlock any particular helicopter, as most locations that you're going to travel to, the bivouacs, have a helicopter available for you to use. On a side note, I would also recommend utilizing your teammates with sync shots. So I'm going to first be starting out utilizing the HTI BDC weapon with the explosive rounds, because we want to one-shot the vehicles that are supporting the convoys, and this is the best weapon to do so. Once you reach level 30, you'll actually go into the tier mode, which starts out at tier 50 and works its way down to 1. This is the weapon that you will receive as a reward when you hit tier 40. So as you see here on my map, we have chosen a fuel convoy, and we're going to get there in this helicopter as quickly as possible to head them off. Now that we've gotten ahead of the convoy, we're going to find a decent place that's pretty far off the road that we can set down to set up. Now first, I'm utilizing my drone to start with the spotting. We're going to spot everything that we can. Once you've done the spotting, you should have the enemies in red, but you're still going to have to let your drone do its fulfillment to show what you're looking at, and then you can put the driver and the passenger in the convoy, just specifically the vehicle that you're after, with sync shots. Then you're going to fly your drone down and EMP that convoy. As soon as that's done, I'm going to quickly target with the HTI, the helicopter. Then I'm going to target the other two vehicles, whether it be front and back or back front, however, in whatever order I can aim at them, take those out quickly. And when I did take those shots, my teammates went ahead and took out the driver and the passenger. These two guys were just residual guards that had jumped out of the vehicle just before it exploded. I'd like to quickly mention, if you are using this HTI with the explosive rounds, be very cautious shooting around the vehicle, because you will actually blow it up as well, and then at that point you're only getting half the points. I am doing this with tier mode turned off, but I will show you later in the video with tier mode turned on. You are then going to want to travel to a bivouac and immediately start looking for your next convoy. So that is the whole entire process. You're going to rinse, wash, and repeat. You're going to have to grind it quite a bit, but back to back as many convoys as you can hit. So you're going to be able to increase very quickly your level, and if you have specific weapons, once you are in tier mode, you will be able to upgrade those weapons pretty quickly. So now let's go ahead and take a look at using the method. Instead of using the HTI BDC, we're just simply going to be using an assault rifle. You can choose an assault rifle of your choice. The one thing you are going to have for the assault rifle is the grenade launcher. I have also gone ahead and activated tier mode, so whenever we do this convoy, you're going to see the specific increases in points and the tier mode points that you're going to receive doing the convoys. Remember to get ahead of your convoy, find a good place to set down that's going to be a little bit out of the way but reachable, and then we're going to make sure that we've marked our convoy. I'm going to send my drone up now, and I'm going to use spotting again. I'm going to allow the system to analyze what I'm doing. Then I'm going to go ahead and mark the driver of the convoy of the vehicle and the passenger so that my guys are going to take them out. I'm going to EMP the convoy so it stops moving. You may have noticed that one of the bugs in the game right now is even though I've EMP'd the convoy, they're still moving. Unfortunately, you have to aim down sights to get them to stop. So now I'm going to go ahead and use my grenade launcher, take out the vehicles. The two drivers of that vehicle, the driver and the passenger, have actually been taken out. And then I'm just going to simply shoot the helo. Now with the grenade launcher, you're going to have a little bit of close range compared to using the HTI BDC. All vehicles are now taken down, and I'm going to simply go up and put the tracking device on the convoy. You will notice that the points are way up there. You're getting about 200% as far as the points are concerned. You're also getting tier points for increasing your tier level. So that is going to be it. Unfortunately, it is a bit of a grind where you will have to rinse, wash, and repeat the process over and over again. This is currently what I have found to be the fastest method possible to pick up those points that are needed to increase your tier, to increase your level, and to increase or to open up your weapons abilities. Unfortunately, if you were to do missions back to back, you start getting half the points after the first time all the way down to 0 until they reset eventually, which unfortunately is a very slow process. Alright, that's going to do it for this tutorial. I hope you enjoyed the video. I also hope that you found this tutorial helpful. If you haven't by now, please hit that like and subscribe so I can keep getting content out to you guys as much as possible.